So Brian's been a friend of mine for years. He's a personal trainer for a lot of movie stars, celebrities, athletes, and he works with Mark Wahlberg. He's worked with The Rock, a lot of different celebrities and athletes. He's mostly known for Mark Wahlberg. He's been training Wahlberg for years as his direct guy. So we invited him to be on the podcast, which was a lot of fun. So I kind of just went all in and was like, all right, I'm going to, kind of do my garage Brian style. When I have the unveiling, I'll invite you over and we'll do our next thing. I said, I'll invite you back and I'll show you the garage. Come over, give you a tour. You can tell me how I did, and then we'll work out. And then, of course, he's Brian. He's freaking crazy. So he's like, and I'm going to test you. I'm going to evaluate you. Yesterday, he's like, prepare to be vulnerable. I'm like, what the f*** does that? Oh, hey, man, I don't want to be vulnerable, man. Just come on over and work out. He's like bringing all this testing equipment, and he sent pictures of it. And I'm like, you're bringing stuff, man? So I don't know, man. When someone's like, I'm like, hey, man, come on over. Let's work out. And they're like, prepare to be vulnerable. Okay, yeah. Come on in, man.
I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. No F-bombs. I love it.
No F-bombs? Why? What show is this?
Yeah.
One thing we do with everyone who comes here.
Yeah.
It's a test. You can't touch that before.
Okay.
Nobody has been able to lift that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You guys ready?
Right.
You can't move it before. You can't gauge it. Ready?
All right.
3. If you can get it up over your head, you're the only one. You're gonna get as hard as 3, 2, 1.
All right. That was pretty good. That would have been a disaster if I just threw that right up there. Somebody would have had a bad day.
It's a general concept.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Athlete X, man.
First of all, everything with peace in here is freaking beautiful.
Look, bro, we didn't get to hear you. We haven't gone to the outdoor part of the indoor.
Oh, there's an outdoor.
Come on outside.
Here we go.
Guys. Come on out here.
Nothing's wrong about any of this. In fact, I look around and I see beauty. Nothing but. What I wanted to come here for is I see this stuff, right? This is basically, all right, hey Brian, you should see my pizza cutter. Hey, I want you to check out my brick oven. It's like there's so many things that can get the same done, right? But the underneath everything is the one tool that is totally him and him only. And that's this piece. This piece, the thing that mom and dad produced, this organism that said, hey, friends don't let friends skip leg day, but somebody let friends leg day on this guy.
Well, I've calf envy. That's
all good. It's all good. Hold on. Let's look at the calves. Let's get vulnerable.
No. Prepare to be vulnerable. No.
Let's get vulnerable here. Look at the calves. Go ahead. Let's show them off. Oh. But we're gonna work on these for him. He wants to be put in there. He just doesn't put the work there.
No, I do. Look, I have the front calf.
No, that's not the way. I'm talking about putting it in the.
Honestly,
there we go.
I would rather take my pants off.
Come on. Let's compare. Let's get. We're doing show off here. How long are your workouts?
I usually do like weights and my main thing for about an hour, 50 minutes to an hour. Then I'll do about 30 minutes of cardio.
Okay.
Like on a cardio machine.
All right.
I need to diversify it and mix it up. Sometimes with equipment, you get too much into a rut and let the equipment be too much of your
Oh my
thing.
God, yeah. But that's what I'm saying is your human body is the equipment that I was talking about. Yeah, so this is a movable screen, all right? We're just seeing how he moves and seeing what's going on the underside. Yeah. If you really want the huge gains, you should move well. So just stand, feet together, and just arms just to your side. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a look at him. Just look straight ahead. I'm just taking a look at his natural posture. Right? When I just ask him, you've got tension in places that you shouldn't. I mean, it's all good. There's nothing wrong, but it's about if pain-free is part of your program or part of the goal, then I'd be much more crazy about it. But if it's not, it's okay. You're doing great. You're not in pain, are you?
No, I mean, I deal with most people like lower back tightness or whatever, but I try to incorporate that in.
The most important part of the sanctuary should be a section where you are doing nothing but dealing with you getting to feeling at 9-10 before going out and doing this. Yeah. Otherwise, all you're doing is adding straw to the camel's back. All right, here we go. That's what we're doing. So, Drew, I want you to take this bar. I want you to hold it with a 90-degree bend here in your elbow and your armpit.
Like this?
I just said a 90-degree bend in your elbow and your armpit. So now roll that bar up so it's over your head. Beautiful. Pause right there. Now I want you to go from there back down to where you had that originally. Do that 3 times for me and tell me if that hurts at all.
No, doesn't hurt.
Beautiful. I love it. Set it right on top of your head for me and give me a shoulder width stance on your feet, please. You can go a little bit wider. Right there. Beautiful. Go ahead and press that to the sky. I think, yeah, beautiful. Right there's great. And give me 3 squats. Did any of that cause pain?
No. When I'm squatting on my own, certainly I probably do feel more of it in my upper back and somewhat in my lower back.
You didn't have anything in your low back during that time, did you?
Not at all.
Okay, do the exact same thing, this time with your heels up on the board. And let's just feel the difference between the two. Go. Now, which one felt better to you? The one without the board or with the board?
With the board in front, 1,000%.
1,000%.
1,000%.
Tells me a lot.
Took a lot of like I tend to put a bow in my back, like a neck.
First of all, the reason why I asked if you have low back pain is because I saw you do that. And the thing is like, I'm pretty sure you do that in all your squatting.
I do it in everyday life where like I will see pictures of myself sometimes the same day.
The way you need to be creating that torque is here.
Yeah.
So your torque is backwards.
Yeah.
So, and it's cool. And this is what I want. These are just part of the pieces that come to fruition for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you ways to get that back in so that when you are going down, you're flexing here, 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 instead of here trying to give yourself room.
Yeah.
So I want to change that because that's a backwards thing.
Yeah.
So when you look at his hips, and I give him, and before he squats, and I do this, all that's doing is putting the door back on the hinge, and I get, see, turn your legs on for me. Don't let me push you over. Don't let me push you off. I want you to, don't lean into me.
Okay.
Find what's here.
Oh, use my core.
Yeah, I want you to use your core, yes. And you tell me when you have 50-50 weight, even feet. None of this, all the right leg takes it.
It's about 50-50.
Is it about 50-50?
Yeah.
Now slowly squat again. Slower. Breathe, 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 breathe. In the nose, now stay here and breathe until you find your abs. In your nose, out your mouth. Find your abs, Drew.
All right, I found them.
Okay, come back up. Stay on them, stay in them, stay in them, stay in them.
Dude, I totally feel my core for the first time ever in a squat. Yeah, I actually, for the first time in my life, felt my core in a squat.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used it before.
You never have. You use your back, and that's a very painful thing. Stop, relax, even 50-50 again. First of all, this is a thing, right? So this is awareness. Yeah. Now he knows. Now he never wants to do a squat again without that feeling. Yeah. That's just pure awareness, right? That's the whole thing. That's what changes people, is being vulnerable. Until you let me look at you.
Yeah.
You aren't gonna change. You aren't gonna have this feeling.
It feels like an ab workout.
It is all abs. Yeah. Your core, your squat is nothing but an ab work. We're gonna see something in his push-up pattern. I already know, and it's gonna be whoa. It's gonna show up, and it's gonna be amazing to see.
Is it bad that when you spanked me, it didn't like upset me and kind of made me
no,
mental
it's
note
first
for the
of
future?
all, the spank is the one thing that a guy loves. Great job. Your whole life, in the beginning of a kid, attaboy. Attaboy. Feels so good when you had that in your upbringing. Your brothers, yeah, get that, get that. All right?
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
I needed a good spanking.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. This is beautiful stuff. Come on, squat's done. Let's see what you balance. Okay, now I want you to put that dowel behind your head like this. Looking straight ahead, pick one spot, right? What I want you to do with your left leg first, Drew, I want you to step over this red line in front of you. You're only gonna tap your heel on the other side, and I want you to step on that. You're gonna do it 3 times on your left side first, nice and slow. This is just for balance. I'm checking out your balance and how well your hip moves. Just want you to be aware.
Really, officer, I was like, only had like 1 glass of wine at lunch 12 hours ago.
Now see the right leg. And his hip does something completely different on this side. That's crazy. You don't do a lot of running, do you?
Not anymore, because you me up. It hurt. I want to. I miss it. But my hip, yeah, you're right. I mean, my hips are terrible.
There's no way you can do a lot of it. You would be stuck.
I feel like there's no compliment coming on that one. I feel like I got my first F. This is not good. He's doing an off aside under a low voice to the other camera explaining how miserable I did. This sounds like a terrible diagnosis. Do you see that?
That was, I mean, the left side is doing this, the right side is doing this. So that's daily. So I don't, you know.
This is concerning. This is deeply concerning. First of all, I think his rates just went up.
This is one of those things where he's gotta, if this doesn't wake him up to doing some mobility work, I don't know what to do. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Hey. So balance, fantastic. Hip mobility, very much work needed.
So balance, fantastic.
Balance.
Mobility,
First of all,
fantastic.
Balance,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He is a great compensator. He's a great compensator. He's what you want in life. Just because something's messed up doesn't mean you're going to stop doing it. He's going to continue to do it.
An overcompensator.
His hips have found different paths and they're out of whack. And he can feel that. It's very easy to feel it once you get. Oh, you felt that, right?
Oh, when I do stretches, like if I do like a stretch with one side and the other, it's bizarre. Like you're so. But again, that's one of those things where you could work out for a million years. Like you need someone who can look, diagnose, and then help manage that.
Yeah.
You know?
But when you said, I want to have a very lean physique.
Right.
Okay. So if I know every day he's going to walk, if I know every day he's going to go upstairs, if I know every day he's going to live life, play with his kids, I have to give him, his body, the best opportunity to make those moments actual workouts. But if his body perceives regular life as stiff, uneven, unbalanced, it'll always wire into his brain as a pattern of pain somewhere inside there where he won't want to move. He said, this is my movement time, but then the rest of the day, I'm going to give myself permission to move like or feel like All right, and I'm starting to feel like this is probably how he operates the rest of the day. And that's all good. I mean, I know many freaking people, they haven't made it you don't make it to the top without putting yourself through a bunch of to get there. But once you get there, once you have the awareness and you do not work on that, that's when the problem starts.
It's where you hit here, which I've plateaued for a long time. Like honestly, like my ability on my own has been within like 5-10%, meaning if I'm like really watching my diet, my lifestyle, and training regularly, I can get like a 5-10% jump over where I'm at. And if I let it all go, it goes south. But I have not broken through that plateau, period. And I think that's a lot of what you're saying. Like
it's time for you to. The foundation of your work, you've made your work ethic. There's no question. It's a beautiful thing. But the foundation of just human movement in general needs to be movement. And the period of and we're still going. Squat wasn't bad. Balance, you did great. You made it over the line. This is a passing thing. You did great. Could we do better? And did I see things to work on? Absolutely. That's just 20 some plus years of experience. That's all. So now we go on to the next one. Right. Are you feeling good about that one?
Feeling great, man.
That one. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Palm open. This is your right hand dominant, yes?
Yes.
All right. The length of this hand is 8.5. Okay. Now I want you to stand facing that way. Okay, stay right there. Thumbs in your palm. Both hands. Both thumbs in your fist. And I want you to relax. Don't. You're so tense. Jeez. This is supposed to be raw movement. You want me to see all the kinks and gears. You don't want to control anything. You want to expose everything to these eyes.
I did. I showed you my calves. I could not be more naked.
Okay, so relax. Loosey-goosey. Arms out to the side. In one movement. Put it as close as you can together. That's raw. That's raw.
Right.
We have 15.5. Okay, other side. This is right arm on top. On this side, we have 10.5. It's a huge asymmetry, folks. The point is, they're both fine. The point is the asymmetry. I could care less about the numbers. There's always a gross asymmetry between his left and right side. Okay, so he lives with that. Walking every day with an arm swing that's one like this, and the other swing is like this. So they're gonna see something happen in the length of his hamstrings when we put him down on the ground. It's very hard to live life with a leg stride like this. right? But that's exaggerated. All right? Here we go. So lift the legs for me. Thank you, my brother. Lay down, relax. Press the back of those knees on the board. Palms are going to be face up for me. Okay? And I want you to breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Feel relaxed. Good. You there? Mm-hmm. All right, beautiful. Now, I'm just going to take a little measurement here. I apologize if it tickles. Finding that hip bone. There we go. Am I on it?
Yeah.
All right. So the midpoint is this right here. So that's this is his glide. So together. And now, Drew, with your left leg first, you're going to slowly lift it up as high as you can, nice and straight, okay? And just hold, and then come back down. Beautiful. Now, doing that, you went for as high as you could. In that time, you bent the knee a little bit. This leg rotated all the way out this way.
Yeah,
right? So I don't want any of those excess movements. Okay. I want wherever you feel like it just, that's as much as my hamstring gives me. Yeah. Any more is just cheating. So I'm going to also give you a bolster here. See, when you feel this foot moving, you stop. Okay. You ready? Go ahead and go. And then just hold where you feel that it's your true end. Thank you. Good. Come back down. No pain there, right?
No, but the reason I stopped this is because as I got to there and I start to feel like in here.
Yes.
Pulling.
I love that. I love that.
And it would be pain, or I would have to start leveraging off of this.
This is my raw thing with you. This is beautiful. I think. Hello. Can we say this starts with an H, ends with hallelujah. Let's all say it.
Hallelujah!
All right. He has awareness to his body and a hinge. Now let me see your right leg. Let me see your right leg do this. Stay here to breathe. It'll find you in the right spot. Breathe again. Are you there?
Good. The difference is, though, what's interesting is when on this one, I'm not feeling the pull at all here.
Mm-hmm. On this side, you do.
Glute. I ran out of like hamstring.
Yes.
Here, it's like, man, something's like just.
But your right hand, if you were to kick a ball, which leg would you kick a ball with?
I'm heavy dominant right.
Okay. So this is just exposing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were to push off of something hard or step up on something, you'd use your right leg, not your left.
Beyond.
Yeah. Okay, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that your training parameters that are taking you in this route are not gonna like where you're gonna be in 5 years, right? If we don't just nurture a little bit of the asymmetries. Let's see how strong this guy is. And now, strength is not about just strength is all of it put together. Mobility, stability, flexibility, how you breathe, how the body achieves, tension, balance. Put your hands wherever you need to. Let's go actually put them nose level. So thumbs nose level, and shoulder width apart, right there. Elbows up off the floor, just like that. Head still straight. Toes together, in the ground. Knees off the floor. And in one piece, Drew, in one piece, nice and slow, I'd like you to come off the ground. Is there any pain when you do this movement?
No.
Excellent, relax. He does a great job of pre-engaging on that one. There you know how to turn on your abs pretty well.
Yeah.
Now,
there's nowhere else to hide.
Absolutely, you can. What I say. Now here. If that was pain-free, here we go. All I've done is just extended his range. So it's made it longer. Same thing. This is not testing for what would be a top-notch level, expert level. Here we go. Elbows up in the air, knees off the ground. In one piece, without trying to hurt anything, nice and slow. Come up in one piece. We'll give him a round of applause. Hey, buddy, that was a great try.
I'm cheating a little bit here.
It's all good. You didn't have it. You knew that one, but you did it. You see how he muscles through? That's what I love about this guy. He's gonna make it happen. But that one, your body, as it extends, doesn't like it, right? Yeah. That's okay. That's all it tells us. You don't have any pain anywhere because of that, do you?
No.
Excellent. Now go back and give me a cobra and a child's pose just to release out that tension. So that would be what I consider, he does it great. He tests normal in his front push. So his wall can work. But when he squats, that wall does not want to work. So something's going on in his hips. Something right here. It's not coming from the top down. It's coming from the bottom up is what that's telling me, okay? So a lot more leg work that we need from this guy, dynamic-wise. But up top, he's pretty solid. When he just extends, and then it's pure, and see, this is a lot of pain. You see how he don't, see? He says he wasn't tension, but I could tell he was trying to find it. And that tension, that created a lot of tension back here. So I'm just gonna give him a little love, give a little rub. But I want him to feel like he's got that front side. He's got that front side down.
All the years of all the gym memberships, you never equinized anyone, hug or kiss
No, you don't. You gotta, it's energy. You gotta be able to create the space for people.
Every time I would go up to a guy like him at a normal gym and do this, I'd get kicked. I'd get punched. A couple times I got thrown out.
That's the whole reason why I stood the NFL, baby. It's not for long unless you have everybody loving.
Who you trained some of the NFL guys, didn't you?
Yeah, I was on the Jacksonville Jaguars team.
That's right. When the Super Bowl year.
No. I mean, we could have gone there. The Tennessee Titans. Yes, just one day.
That's right.
Yeah, a yard. I mean, it was.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were down to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Oh man.
All he needs is just a band and only open space. He needs to get rid of everything right now. For a year, he needs to get rid of everything. He does just unload everything, reconnect everything, and then when he starts to build again, it's just gonna blow up like a wood tick without all of the things. That's the crazy thing.
How far do you live from here?
I'm freaking in Torrance.
So this is doable.
This is doable.
Brian can come. Save Drew.
This is my point, right? It's just, if you continue to drive a car on a bent axle, no matter what, you throw more weight, none of the weight exterior will bend the axle back. Mm-hmm. You have to actually deload the car and take the axle, and then once you do, you load it up, it doesn't matter, it's balance. Where every time I look at this, he loves to play the drums. He loves to play the strings. He loves to do the horns outside. He's very good at the instruments one by one. What he doesn't have is a global approach to his training, meaning there isn't a lot of orchestra playing, meaning I need all the fucking things to play together. The strings, the drums, the piano, in different movements. What you have, you train a lot of things, but your body that hasn't made a lot of music that sounds great, especially to someone who's, I'm looking at the art of movement here.
Yeah.
Pure art of movement, just the pure balance. And there are parts of your body control you don't have. So that's like walking in here and I'm looking at the rig and you say, this is a beautiful piece of equipment. I'm looking at the rig and saying, it's bent.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is just me looking. This is just, there is no attachment that he needs to have as anything unless he wants to be as lean as physically possible. In order to be lean as possible, I need to have the most dynamic movements as I can. No matter what, if I'm kicking, hitting, my core is on in every single, I don't have time to waste to sit there and wire a pattern that isn't even turning my core on anyway. I don't have that. I need efficiency. I need pure movement. I need to express core in a dynamic way.
But you said part of today is that you were going to show me how to get Mark Wahlberg's abs in 5 minutes today.
No, did I say that?
You said you were going to show me the 5.
We're going to show a couple of the ones that absolutely light him up. Now that I see how he moves, we're going to light him up like a Christmas tree today.
And I will look like Mark at the end of today.
Well,
wait a minute. Okay, I won't.
I just want to see something, right? So everybody's left side. I just want to see. This is purely just me being experimental with. Yeah.
This is the worst moment of my life.
This is an inch.
This is the worst moment of my life.
Go ahead. Now go ahead to a calf. Let's see it now with flexed.
And I have not shaved my calf hair in a while, and I'm a very hairy person, so that is really an unfair visual disadvantage. You want to go shave him real quick, Brian? It'll take me 2 minutes. I can shave him and it'll look much better. No, not taking me up on that.
So the difference is greater than an inch. In circumference.
Between the calves?
Yeah, and it's even in your lunge pattern, your right leg is doing what your left leg doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
So even in here, this leg is doing what this leg doesn't want to do.
And that's creating the imbalance in up the hips.
So I mean, it's all the way up your feet. If we go dig really deep, there's something going on feet, but that's all athletes. We all have something rooted. You just kept playing past the injuries. Nothing's wrong with that. It just brought you to me.
Yeah. So if I go up to like 20 an hour instead of 10, your normal rate, will you throw in the balance portion?
Dude, another 10? Wow, I may come in here shirtless, topless even. Let's do it.
That's a whole separate.
Yeah! All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything today that I really want to see? We got our
I feel
hurdle step,
vulnerable.
We got our lunge step. We got all 7 pieces. All right. I just want to check for shoulder impingement.
Okay.
Just put your hand on the shoulder, feet together. Let me get this out of your way, Phil. All right.
So if you do something later, he's going to send me a thing. She's like, Brian's whole training system, $27. Drew's whole training system, kids don't go to college. And that's going to like really depress the living shit out of me.
Right now, I look at the space you have and I'm like, it's again, I'm only trying to hear about what you want.
Yeah.
And I want him to not have to carry his body like this in order to not be in pain. You don't carry yourself to look big. You carry yourself to not catch what's going on here.
Yeah.
I worked for Coach Tom Coughlin for 6 seasons. A man who never spoke to me by my name and always yelled at me and put me to the ground, but he was our head coach. As much as we say, working with the entourage, working with Wahlberg, Mark is not a nice guy. He comes from Dorchester, Boston. All right. And growing up in that neighborhood, I wouldn't expect to be a nice guy. And so when we battle, when we heat, it's not anything but a pure, like, letting people be authentic, letting people be angry when they're angry. I can't come in here, just give him high fives and say, oh, you did great. And no, he didn't. Any other professional watching out there, if they saw a few of these movements, they're going to be like, how did Brian score him? He scored him well. Why? I don't do him any favors by not telling him what he needs to do for himself. He wants to be as lean as possible. That's all I hear in the goal. But then when I do the recipe, if he's got freaking high sodium and he can't have it, I have to make adjustments. He has back pain. All right? And so there are certain things that he does and doesn't do around this gym already to copy that. I want him to live a life that he can do these things when his kids are 25 and they have their children and he's got to be with his grandkids and still have to be able to pick them up without having to pick them up like, hold on, like that. Because
Preach.
that pain in a fucking elephant's foot or a lion, however you want to call it, if I can remove that, that is a feeling. Nobody, that's a rule of life, right? People are gonna forget what you say, they're never gonna forget how you make them feel. Thea is completely capable to do all these movements. He did well, but he knows now that he can do so much better in all of them. Let's go ahead, arms up in the air, and then just show me a squat. Now, however you do your squat, nice and wide, and then make sure we all get a good angle in, all right? Go ahead, all the way down. All the way down, all the way down. Oh, he's already gotten better.
Yeah. Boy, I'm using my core. You showed me that.
Oh, he's gotten better. Now just breathe here at the bottom. Breathe here. Breathe. Just breathe. Just stay and breathe. Okay, so we're just taking a look at the angles. He actually gets there pretty dang well. Look at the shin angle. Look at the back angle. He's there, right? On the way up, stay out of here. All here. So the testing has turned him on, without question. All right, so we're gonna hold on to this feeling. All right, we're absolutely gonna hold on to this feeling because that right there, you can feel. I can feel the freaking the light.
I've never done a squat where I felt like my core totally engaged.
Yeah, but it was beautiful. I loved it. So that's what I was gonna show you. You're still here. You can still see a little bit of that arch, right? So let's keep it up. Wait, so everybody can see the light. Let's do another squat, and this time, just don't over tighten anything. Just natural. Natural still. You don't have to be perfect today. Just natural. So you can still see his body likes to do this little shifting thing. Go ahead, come on through. This right there, that's the turn, right? That's the U-turn. He just hits that wall a little bit. Let's do that one even better. Don't hit the wall. Breathe so you don't hit that wall. Look at that. He's coming in cleaner. He didn't even go to the bend. Oh, I never even made that bend that time. Okay, he is so coachable. Relax.
I'm looking like Wahlberg a little bit here. Feeling
Drewberg.
coming in, almost.
Yeah, dude. The front side of that wall has never been more on right now.
Should I be like a body double for him at this point, or do you think I need a few more sessions?
Tall. I'm pretty sure you're a little taller side. You're gonna have to really work on the box for that one, Drew. On this one, here's what I need. Now what I want you to do, okay? I want you to squeeze the shit out of the sweater.
Yep.
All right? I want you to look at those toes.
Yep.
And I want you to reach for those toes. Don't hold your breath. Slowly melt. Slow. I want you to focus on your squeeze. I do not care about you touching the toes. I care about you holding your breath. Stop.
Don't hold my breath.
Don't hold your breath, and I want you to look between the knees. Try to read the wall behind you. Okay? In the nose, out the mouth. Wait till you breathe all the air out. In the nose, get all the air out. All the air out your mouth. In the nose again. All the air out your mouth. All of it. And then hold here and slowly come back up. Good.
Yeah, I
We're
feel
gonna
more
do
of
that
my
again.
hamstrings.
We're gonna do that again. All right. The sequence of you coming back up is like that little toy that we used to play with the string.
Okay.
It starts from here and goes up. When I ask you to take all your air out, it's because I don't want this to go first. I want you to start going up on this.
Yep.
So you're melting on the way down to look behind you, and you're all the way up. If I take that sweater away, I will fucking kick you in the nuts.
I think I'm gonna do this one really well. I'm very motivated to keep the sweater.
Slow, just know. Just know. Gaze between your legs. Gaze. Breathe a couple of times. Sequence. Feel the magic. 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 He has all the components, he just doesn't know how to play music. People will say all day, like, I want crunches, I want core. This is core work for him. Every time he goes down and touches tie his shoes now, he is going to be doing ab work. Stop there. That's all I need to see. Do the exact same thing. Relax. Walk it off. Go walk outside. Walk it off.
I'm letting you take that out.
Take it all out.
Understood, agreed?
We're agreed.
Okay.
All right. Walk it off, and then come back. So, he did amazing.
So we got
That
to do
one.
testing, and then we got something for you just before these guys get here.
I love you, buddy. I love you. This is we're almost done here. We're almost done. He's doing great.
Yeah.
His body, he doesn't have tight hamstrings. What he has hips and a core that doesn't know how to talk to the hips. So somewhere in here, this transition, these people are trying to talk to each other to make this happen. But if we want this to slim down, without doing these little things, there's no way this is ever going to come off. Because really the muscle can't be isolated in there.
Close up.
What, this?
Yep.
Yeah. For this to shed,
Prepare to be vulnerable.
this has to talk in a global fashion, in orchestra music. All right, hey, listen, that was fucking amazing. This is our damn final thing. You are going to check out your body. You're gonna take everything off.
My shoes?
Shoes off, socks off. Let's take the shirt off because it's sweaty now. Hat off, glasses. Beautiful. Shed as much weight as possible. Go pee if you have to.
I could probably pee, but I don't have to.
Are we weighing him?
You know, it's gonna be weight. It's gonna affect, so pee if you can.
Okay.
You want as little weight as possible. So for as raw of a measure as you can. So the crazy thing is he could actually have the body he wants, like, ripped up to shreds.
How long do you think it would take to get him into like crazy?
With his work ethic, if he eats right and he's all this sober stuff, it's gonna be, I mean, two gene sizes in 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
2 gene sizes. So if he is whatever he is now, 2 gene sizes less. So if he's a 38, a 34. Waist, right?
Wow.
But we're gonna see the body fat show up right now. This is the thing that is the big thing. It's like, I know he's gonna be a massive muscle up top, but then very few little stilts, right? Which is the worst equation. That is just like building a house with a fucking little foundation and a huge thing on top. At the end of the day, winds, storms, you are going to fall. We proved it today. He is that, he'll see it all. That's the beautiful thing, right? This is all that beautiful space. None of this is meant to tear him down, doing anything wrong. Like I said, this is all journey for him. I love this beautiful gym.
You mentioned something before that you liked, so this is for you, dude. This is your own little
Oh man, look at that. Oh, I love it.
And
I'm
just-
gonna put this on right now. What are you talking about?
See that?
Get rid of this crap.
See, now that's lean.
That's lean.
That's lean.
You can get there too, Drew.
Thank you, Adrian.
I love
And we
it.
got this for you too, baby. We got you your own little as not seen on TV with an F the rules on the
Oh, I
side.
love that.
This is the
Let's get that
PG-13 one because we blocked out the F word.
Aw, why you don't need to keep that?
Well,
I love that. Oh, still. You guys are
Size
created.
Drew had.
You guys are created for domes, huh?
oh yeah.
Look at that.
See that, baby? Official.
How do I look? Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Nice.
Like this. Today, here we go. This is today. Drew today is 243 pounds. Of that weight, 136 pounds of him is water. 186 pounds you are actually of all the solid stuff,
Good.
right? Dry, lean mass. The weight needs to come down. We want to drop about body fat, 20 pounds of body fat.
All right,
Okay?
man.
If I was really to train you for a movie role,
Yep.
I have no more need for any weight.
Yep.
Only because the skeletal muscle mass already tells me that I'm 106 pounds of muscle. That is a V12 beyond V12. Meaning, all I gotta do is run the gas.
Right.
Okay? Now, running the gas is about playing music. Just getting you doing hockey 5 times a week, something that you know and love, will take your weight down and make you leaner faster than doing anything inside here.
Okay.
Work more on the mobility work to be able to do more of the orchestra type work.
Yep.
Okay? Body fat, 20 pounds comes down. And then here's the other big thing. We already talked about the legs. The right leg is a pound of muscle heavier. Just muscle, not
Wow.
including the water weight. Just muscle. Water-wise, could help you to drink a little bit more water.
Okay.
All right? I always like to see this bar all the way up here.
Okay.
Especially when you want to lean out.
Yep. More water.
More water. No sparkling canned waters for
Okay.
you. Okay? Because that's just going to dehydrate you. The higher your water level is, next time we do this, I want up into the 387, 397. I want that.
So
full.
if that's our goal, 225, how long do you think?
Look at the camera. Here we go. Even the machine says, how much more muscle does he need? Zero. You're done with that equation. We need, if you want shredded, I need the percent body fat for you to get down to 17% body fat.
I mean, you'll come up with a timetable and a plan.
Yes.
That we'll both figure out makes sense.
He does have the abs in there. He just has a layer right on top of it that he can't figure out how
And
to
when
get
you
that.
squeeze it like that, it's not
This is
running.
underneath that is a complete 8-12 pack under there. I'm telling you, it's there. You just can't see it. I saw it work today. Everybody
Yeah.
saw the core
You
work
can
today.
let go of it now if you want.
No,
It's
no,
okay.
no.
I got the close up.
Thank you. I'm sure that you
Alright.
did. I'm sure you'll add some music, some sound effects. Prepare to be vulnerable.
Is Drew trainable? And can Brian train him to get Mark Wahlberg's abs? Check back in 90 days.